How's everybody's New Year's been? Mine's been a little bit of a shit show, but still here. I'm gonna wait for everybody to pop in. Oh, I made it 7:05 because Stevie was hogging the bathroom. I got one bathroom. I had to pee so damn bad, so I made it 7:05 because I really had to pee. Coffee just goes through me. But I'm gonna wait for everybody to pop on. I know some people didn't know, but I did post on YouTube that I was going live today. So I shall wait for you all. Take off my slippers. Ah, yeah. Hey, Diana. I'm alright. I'm hanging in there. I just got blood work done. Waiting for the results to come back from that. Hey, Chansey. I was put on a lot of new meds, but hey, Tina. I had SIBO through my vacation. It wasn't a vacation. Hey, Terry. Hey, Margie. Hey, Katie. Hey, James. I ended up with SIBO, which is small intestine bacterial overgrowth, which you get that for people that are super constipated, but normally for autoimmune people, like I have scleroderma, so it's an overgrowth of a lot of bacteria that just sits in your gut, and you have to be on like a special antibiotic that costs like $2,000. So getting my insurance to cover that was a bitch. But you'd think they'd be like, oh yeah, she has scleroderma, well, just to prove it. No, they're not like that. Hey, Joey. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Christina. Hey, Teresa. Shayna. Jennifer. Yeah, ouch ain't the word for it, girl. Sucked. I'm slowly starting to get over it. It doesn't really actually fully go away when you're in my situation. So, because small intestine bacterial overgrowth can actually cause malabsorption and malnutrition, which that's why I have so many vitamin deficiencies, and I'm always malnutrition. Malnutrition doesn't mean you have to be super skinny. Malnutrition means you're not getting any nutrients, and your body's slowly getting weaker and weaker and weaker. So they're just making sure that I'm going to be okay, whatever is happening. But they did put me on new meds. I was put on Remeron for PTSD. I was put on the Depo shot, even though it wasn't for pregnancy. It was just to get rid of my periods because they're insane. So all those weight gain meds, but I don't really eat much to begin with. But with malabsorption, you gain weight actually rapidly faster. So it's going through hell. I've been working out Monday through Friday and just taking weekends off. Yeah. I'm reading some of your guys' stuff. I'm like, yeah. Hey, Dwayne. Hey, James. I'm going to call you the second. Yeah, so there's been a lot of emails I got. Okay, I used to always do... Hey, Teresa. Hey, Don. I used to always do videos about medications and stuff. Like I was on Linzess. Still am. When I need to be. A lot of people ask me questions about that. Not what is one of my popular videos to be on. So I am going to start bringing back a lot of my medication ones that I've been on for years, like Lyrica. They want me to update on my Linzess video. Since, that was 2 years ago. I think I made that video, or a year and a half ago. But, and go from there. Woman, you gotta actually call my phone for me to answer it. I was like, Dom, on my phone. Hey, I've showed you. If I don't get your phone call, I can't answer it. Make sure you're calling me. Yeah, Jackie, when? When did you call me? And if you tell me today that's BS because I got no phone call from you today. Hey, Melinda. Yeah, so today I normally work out at the YMCA. Which, if I know a lot of you guys, income-wise, YMCA is expensive normally. But if you're low income or whatever, you do get a big deal. They pay 75% of your membership. So it's like $10 a week per person. $10 a month per person. So, I mean, you can have the sauna. You can have all the classes you want to take. You can go into the core workout room. There's 2 muscle workout rooms. There's so much, like 2 or 3 different pools. There's so much you can do. There's actually 3 floors to mine. So, yeah, me and Brandon have been going Monday through Friday. Well, him Monday through Thursday because he has work. But I go Monday through Friday and I work out. And, yeah. I missed working out, but I need the energy, so they got to figure out what the hell's going on. Hey, Troy. Hey, Buck. No, you did not, Jackie. My phone did not ring, except for one that said spam, and the area code was my area code. Lee, it's funny, I have a dietitian that I'm sent to because of my autoimmune, and they said the keto diet is actually one of the most dangerous diets to be on. It can actually very much harm you. And my personal doctor has told me there's been quite a few people that died she's seen in the last like 2-3 years, probably over COVID, that haven't done well. So I mean, some people love it, but they also have no energy. They're like run down. You're not getting the nutrients. The whole thing is the way diet works, guys, is that don't overdo anything. You need carbs for energy. You need protein. You need iron foods. You need to just have a balanced diet and just don't overdo it, you know? Terry. Jennifer, I don't have it either. I push the shit out of myself. That's the problem is, listen, I changed my whole lifestyle to where now I sleep a normal night's sleep. And my watch even tells me how much deep sleep I do. It is pretty freaking cool. I might do a short video and just post it on my community board just to show you guys what it does. But it even tells me how much deep sleep I get, how much light sleep I get, how many times I wake up in the middle of the night, what's my heart rate while I'm sleeping, do I have a sleep apnea? Like, it does everything. And, you know, my sleep is not interrupted. Sometimes it is. I do have sleep apnea. But, hey, Mary. But I lack energy. That's the whole point of me going to the doctor. Hold on, I'm going to take off my watch, show you guys. Yeah, the keto diet, guys, please talk to your doctor. Please, I'm not a doctor, but I spoke to many doctors about it. And they even said it is the worst diet to be on. So, please, please, for the love of God, be careful. Oh, yeah, you can lose weight on it, but you ain't going to lose healthy weight. You know, your body needs what it needs. And people starve themselves on the keto. It's like the Atkins diet. They had to revamp the Atkins diet because when it first came out, if you guys remembered, it's... Hold on, I'm trying to remember. Lost my train of thought reading the comments. It kept giving people a heart attack because all you are is eating straight up fat. And they took out the carbs. So people were dying of massive heart attacks or close to dying with massive heart attacks. So they redid the Atkins diet, which is the new stuff now, which is what Rob Lowe's commercial is about. So, I always tell people, talk to your doctor. You can see a dietitian. They can help you out. But I would never do the keto diet. Never. But anyway, I'll show you guys my watch. That's what it looks like. If you scroll up, it tells me my steps. If you scroll down, we'll go that way. Work with me, finger. Thank you. It'll even tell you all the notifications you get, whether it's Facebook, emails, text messages, and all of that. If you go to the side, hold on guys, I had to clear out my notifications. If you go to the sides, you can pick the sport you want to do, your heart rate. It tells you a bunch of stuff. You could do relaxation mode. It controls your meditation. You know, it calculates your meditation. It does a whole bunch of stuff, this freaking cool watch. It even does, yeah, it does everything. I think this one does blood pressure. You can do sleep mode. Like, there's so much you can do. And this wasn't a high-end expensive one either. Even the girls at the doctor's office was like, Heather, you need to get this watch. She's like, it's not the expensive ones. You can just get the off-the-market ones. It's just generic ones. Doesn't matter. But they're so cool. So I have the box here somewhere of the name. Or I could find the link on Amazon and I could post it up there. Yeah, Lee, I've asked a lot about it to doctors, and they said it is one of the most unhealthy diets. So I just tell people, don't go by hearsay, don't go by nothing. Speak to your doctor first before you go on it. Especially if you have illnesses, especially if you have a heart condition, especially if you have diabetes, if you have everything like that, please make sure you contact your doctor before you do any diets. I always call it the Me Too diet. Keto and freaking all those other diets, because everybody does it because it's what's popular. And I know people personally who've done the keto diet and they got off of it when they ended up in the hospital. So just be safe. I always tell people you can eat things Just don't overdo it. Yeah, Tammy, I'll get you the name of it. I'll post it later on when I find the box when I'm done. Hey, Carla. Oh, yeah, this one has alarms on it, too, guys. It vibrates you while you're sleeping and totally wakes you up, and it's annoying. I'm like, dude, I get it. It's time to wake up. Go away. But if you're like one of those people that sleep and shut off things, I wouldn't rely on this to wake you up. Because if it's easy to shut off, just press this button. Yeah, but it was pretty cool, though, because I've always wanted to know how I slept. And it actually links you to the phone app, which I'm on. I can't show you guys right now. But there's an app for it, and it shows you all the details of your average heart rate through the day. And, you know, when you exercise, your top heart rate. And, I mean, it tells you detailed of everything. Your detailed sleep, how many times you wake up, how long you've been up for in the middle of the night, like if you were tossing and turning and stuff. It's pretty cool. Pfft, humidity hates me, girl. Hey, Diane. Happy New Year, Julia. How's it going? No, soft free lines, you could just do what you normally do. I mean, just be careful. Don't scrub like a maniac, but most people don't anyway. Just brush it like you would normally brush your teeth type thing. How you normally would brush it. But you just got to be careful. Don't lift up the outsides around where it could lift. Hey, Nancy. How cold is it by me? Girl. Okay. It was so frigidly freaking cold today. It was in the teens, and I think it really felt like 9 degrees. I don't freaking know. I woke up with a dusting of snow, which I was bummed. I wanted more because I wanted to go sledding. But it was so cold, guys. I'm still super cold. I was out most of the day between running errands and everything we had to do, but it was so freaking cold. I felt like, you know, the chill in your bones, you just can't get out. It was like that. I even had my fireplace heater on. I was like sitting in front of it, freaking freezing. Exactly, Diana. I tell that's the one thing I've learned, guys, and I used to be one of those people that had to try the new fad diets. You know, if you don't eat correctly, there are protein shakes, not just straight up protein. I do ones that have actual vegetables inside of it, but it tastes like vanilla milkshake. It has only like 2 grams of sugar in it, and it actually helps. It gives me more energy, but it doesn't last long. So that's what my doctors worry that something's going on. Last time I had a bleeding ulcer. Let's pray that doesn't happen this time. But moderations. Seriously, moderations of eating, and that's all it takes. You need carbs to live. You need sugar to live. Listen, when I was on malnutrition, guys, and I didn't eat, and I'm not kidding, for 2 months straight, I lost 86 pounds. Because my esophagus was shutting, had really bad acid. It was SIBO mixed with C. diff, mixed with I was going through so much at once. And I was literally dying. But when I was in a diabetic shock, because I'm not a diabetic, but because I had no sugar inside my body went into shock. I don't recommend you not eating for 2 months. Not something I wanted to do. God, I missed food. But nobody could figure out what the hell was wrong with me. And their last step was medical marijuana. They're like, listen, Heather, you have too many autoimmune. We don't even know what the hell's wrong with you. And they were like, there's not much we can do for you anymore. And I know there isn't. But that's when they put me on medical marijuana and did all that. I rarely ever use the damn thing. I think it's basically only at nighttime so I could sleep. 11 degrees, girls, relatable. Well, I can ask Google. Hey, Google. Hey, Google. What's the temperature right now?
The temperature in Oneonta currently is 25 degrees.
25 degrees. What's the real feel?
Currently in Oneonta, it feels like 25.
Thanks, Google. That's bullshit.
You're very welcome.
Because our clock out there says 11. Yeah, Teresa, it helps with pain. But I don't like to take it around my kids, you know? I want to make sure, because you never know what stupid things kids are going to do. So I need to be alert. James, if that's the case, that means you have a lot of space in your denture and you need a new soft free line. Because if water's getting in that easily or saliva, that means you got a leak somewhere. Exactly. But the whole thing is, Tammy, is your body needs carbs to live. You know, it's only so much you can do. Like, people always say I'm doing a low carb diet and then they have no energy. What do you think you get your energy from? Is the carbs. Just don't do high carb. Because that's how you gain the weight. Just lessen it. Yeah, well, Terry, look where you moved. Sorry, guys, I'm just reading. Yeah, Diana, that means you need a soft reline. That's about the time you would get a soft reline. I always tell everybody, if your denture adhesive is not staying in longer than 4 hours or whatever, chances are your denture's too big. Like, not big for your mouth, but you have too much space from losing all those, your gum shrinking. So no adhesive will last. It won't. And you also have to figure out how much adhesive is enough. If you're using too much adhesive, it's going to be a longer drying time, and chances are it's going to pop out. Oh, Tammy, I use those. Give me a second. All right. So I get medical marijuana. I get the vape pens. This is Gorilla Glue. Actually, it's 2 indica strands in one. High amount of THC. And it's one simple pen. Pop it. This is a vape pen. So, and it's got about 90 hits inside of it. So yeah, I use the vape pens too. And they're disposable, those ones. After the 90 hits, I could just toss it. Oh, that's awesome, Teresa. She's not in Mississippi anymore, girl. Yeah, Tammy, Gorilla Glue one is actually really good. I thought it was funny that they named it Gorilla Glue because it makes you stick to your couch in theory, which is actually, it helps my insomnia amazingly. And it does help a lot of my pain, but not all of it. But hey, whatever, it counts. It's legal in New York too now, Terry. For recreational marijuana, it's legal, but here's the kicker. In New York, well, anywhere, you can't get it off the street or you will go to jail. So it has to be done only by this government, of course. And you get it through them. But here in New York, here is the shitty part. The higher the potency, the more tax you're paying on it. But for medical marijuana usage, people like me, we don't have to do that. We can still have our high potency all we want and not get taxed for it. But yeah, New York has been legal now for like 6 months, 8 months, something like that. Okay, why is that, Diana? They should never wait 3 months for that's BS. You need to tell them that you need to get a soft reline done now because even adhesive's not working for you. I always tell you guys, and I will tell you time and again, you are your best own advocate. Even myself, and I learned this going through medical shit. I was always like, yes, okay, whatever you say to doctors, but you know what? That's BS because they're not your advocate. You're your own advocate. And if you want something, fight for what you want. So if you want a soft reline and your denture's too freaking loose and big and it's flopping everywhere, never wait 3 months after getting immediate dentures when you first get E-Day. Your denture will be way too freaking loose. No adhesive is going to work unless they did like the most tightest fit possible. Then I can relate. I didn't need to do need adhesive until about 2 months because he did such an amazing fit. Hey, Linda, thank you. But sorry, guys, I'm just reading everybody's stuff. Sometimes I talk too much. Okay, I know I do. Don't judge me. But with me having SSI, my medical marijuana is also cheaper. So for my vape pen for 90 hits, and you know how much THC is in that, guys? It's all THC. It's high strong. The script the doctor gave me full reign. I could do whatever I want, put any potency into anything. They can create whatever I want to make. Because of all my diseases and everything, and my life expectancy sucks. So, I only pay like $30 a pen for the most highest potency weed, and 90 hits per one. So when I get 2 pens at a time, which lasts me forever, it lasts me like forever because I really use it. Tammy, why don't you have a lower? And why do you think it's huge and ugly? First of all, everybody thinks when they first get their top denture, not even their bottom, they feel like their top denture is big. Well, that's because, guys, that normally you only had your teeth. So feeling the hard acrylic on your nose and all that, it's going to feel big and bulky, and it's really not. Trust me, when your gums shrink and all that, you guys are going to end up having a sunken face in, so enjoy the bigness now because that will disappear. Oh my God, Teresa, are you kidding me? It was free for my license for medical marijuana. Free. Free seeing my doctor, free getting the license for New York State, free. Everything was free. Well, Mama Sonia, what's up, girl? That's common. The more you guys wear your denture, you guys don't understand. I know it sucks now. Been in your shoes. My immediates for my bottoms, I'm only in 3 months, guys. My top about 1.5 years. But you got to understand that it goes away the more you wear your denture. If you treat your denture like it is your real teeth, except your real teeth you don't take at night, but you only take these out while you're sleeping, you will get used to your denture so much that when you take them out, you feel naked. Like, I'm not even kidding with you. So keep your denture in and stop giving up, guys, because if I could do this, you can. And this process, I always tell people that nothing good will ever come easy. And if you want that quality of life, you want that smile, you want to be able to eat whatever again, you want to be able to fight for it. Fight every little ounce you've got inside you and fight for your ability to do this. Because I'm not kidding, if I could do it, why the hell can anybody else do it? Like, I like my food, and that's my only reason why I did this. Yeah, it does in the beginning. Of course it feels like a mouth guard. Because you could feel it on your cheek. The bottom one you don't really feel. Unless it's hitting your tongue muscles. And like I tell everybody, if you want to know you need to shorten your wall, put your tongue to the roof of your mouth. If your bottom denture is smashing into your tongue muscles, you just got to shorten your wall a little bit. Hey, Patrice! Hey, Stephanie! But I swear to you guys, you'll get used to it. Please stop quitting and giving up. Stop taking a bite of food and be like, fuck it. Don't do that. Wear your denture. The only way for you to become a master at it is to wear it all the time. It's like when you start a new job. When you go to school. No matter what you do in life, you don't know what the hell you're doing until you learn it and you keep working hard. And that's what makes you better at it. No one's going to be perfect at anything, but you can still be better at it. So it's like, say you want to be a professional Olympic runner. You can suck at running, but the more you practice, the more you have your endurance higher, the more you work hard, the better you become. It's the effort you put into it. Honestly, guys, I had a way easier time with my lower than I did my top. I'm not even going to play with you. Everybody made me... Okay, I've been doing this for like 1.5 years, 2 years now on YouTube, and seeing so many negative shit, because that's all I ever see. People complain about their bottom denture, so which... in theory, was going to make me nervous. I wasn't scared, but I knew I got this. If I could do it and figure it out, word. So, I got my bottom denture, and was it a pain in the ass? Yeah. Hell yeah. But that's because I had to get the right adjustment. I do my own adjustments. I have a warranty on my denture. So, I just use a nail file and have at it. So, I would put it in, test it out, lift my tongue up. If it hurt, okay, take a little more off. And I would do that every day because the more you wear, you see where your sore spot is, you mess with it, you do what you got to do. And I learned to do it. And now my bottom denture don't come out. And it's freaking awesome. You know? So, I mean, you just got to roll with it. Never look into the future with dentures, guys. Just take the day as it is. Even your small things, like if you're normally you don't wear your dentures, but today you wore them for 6 hours. High five yourself for wearing them longer than you ever have. Take these small little happinesses and expand on it and keep going. Shoot for the damn stars of being able to wear them all the time. Honestly, guys, I mean, I have my own issues. Like, of course, when my gums shrink more, because they're always going to shrink, guys. But when my gums shrink more, you know, I get a mouth sore and I'm like, crap, I got to adjust it. So I adjust it, do whatever. Or I feel my gums, like my soft reline can feel flat or whatever. I'm like, all right, I got to redo my soft reline. But today I'm lazy to do it, so I might use adhesive that day. I don't know. I just go with the day. I don't let dentures ruin my life at all. It's just a piece of plastic, so... Yeah, James. You know, a lot of people say, you know, no adhesive works to them. That's not true. Because that means there's something wrong with your denture that's preventing you from wearing adhesive too long. So if your denture's too loose, that will prevent adhesive from being in long into your mouth, because no adhesive is a miracle of God and it's going to take away and fill all that space in. So soft reline it. Reline it is the cheapest one. Does it suck taking it out? Yes. But that is your cheapest way to do it. Okay, Melinda, stop. You can't. That's the whole thing, guys. You guys gotta understand that this isn't gonna be easy. Your gums have to get used to it. And the whole thing is you're gonna have mouth sores. But wherever you have a mouth sore, do a quick nail file adjustment. Boom, mouth sore gone. Use the Oral-B mouth sore mouthwash. Make sure mouth sores disappear. Fight for your quality of life, because that's the only way you're gonna do this. It's like women who gave birth twice. Both of them were emergency C-sections, almost died at both births. But I fought every bit of it. Every bit of it. Whether it was for my kids, whether it's quality of life, whether it's to be alive. No matter what, you fight for what you want. You can't just quit. Because there's always an answer to fix your problem. Hey, Tony. Sorry, guys. I'm going to just look up and start reading everybody's stuff. Ooh, Sandra, girl. I will post you guys this. Even Brandon has one, which is way cooler looking than mine. Stevie has one too. I got him for Christmas. But I think Brandon's does the same shit, but mine's more girly. His actually kind of looks like a skeleton watch digitally. It's actually pretty cool. When I find, I'll post it all. Don't worry, guys. After this live, I'll post everything for you guys about my watch. But you guys, you know, you can always message me and be like, Heather, here's a picture of my denture. This spot right here is where it hurts. This is not working. This feels like what? What can I do? I'm freaking here to help you guys. I'm on Facebook now, not just my denture support group, but I have a Heather B. Denture Diva page that you can personally message me there. You can ask questions there. You can do whatever your heart desires there. You know, if you guys need help doing a soft reline, you need a video of me, let me know. I can see what day will work for me, and I will help you, or time, and I'll help you with the soft reline. Don't ever quit. You don't need to quit. You don't need to quit, because you guys don't understand. If you don't wear that denture, you don't treat it like it's your own, you're going to create more bone loss than you would like. You're going to lose a lot, and I don't want you guys to endure that, because I've seen way too many people doing this. It's actually literally broken my heart. When somebody was like, Heather, I really wish I saw you sooner in life. I'm like, well, I had my teeth then, so sorry. But it's like, she was like, I really wish you were still around then, because I would have kept them in, because now I have so much bone loss, I'm never going to be able to even wear a denture, even when I want to now. She's like, I came across your videos and that made me want to do, you know, wear dentures. And I'm like, well, that's why I built a community, so we can all lift each other up. And I'm letting you guys know right now, if anybody bullies you or treats you like crap in my community section, you let me know. Because I don't take that shit. I block immediately. And I yell at them. I don't take that. We are all in this to begin with together, so we can all work on it together. There is no reason for people to be duty heads. Yeah, I said duty head. Aw, Mama Sonia. Oh, Denture Fit, girl, is the bomb. Damn right it is. I love Denture Fit. I might, listen, I did a Denture Fit before I went on away on break. Denture Fit's amazing. I gave away like 2 or 3 kits of Denture Fit for top and bottom, but Denture Fit is amazing. It absolutely is amazing. I don't know if I have any extra. Let me take a look, and maybe I'll just do one on my own. But goddamn, guys, it's not even just the suction. Like, fuck the suction. Seriously, if it's the cushion, I hate the feeling of hard acrylic on my gums. It hurts really bad. I do have, I get a lot of phantom pain. I'm sure some of you guys do. A lot of people didn't know that was a real thing. Phantom pain can actually happen when you get your teeth taken out. They don't take out all the nerves. They don't take out all that stuff. And, you know, it is so comforting and so cushiony. It's like your face is on a cloud. God bless the maker of that. Oh my God, Patrice, you sound like me. When I have to use adhesive because I have to redo my soft reline of Denture Fit, I'm like, this shit sucks. Because you get so spoiled with Denture Fit. You so do. Oh my God, yes, girl. Oh my God, yes, the cushion. If I could give a world supply out to people just to try Denture Fit, it's worth it. People like, oh, it's expensive. First of all, your dentist soft reel-on one is actually over $300, and it sucks. At least I'm real. It does suck. Been there. And I ripped it out that day. I was like, this shit sucks. Because I just wanted to see what it was like. But it was like reel on it. It's gross. Denture Fit has no taste, no burning feeling when you do it. It is so easy to do. It's worth more money than what it is. And a lot of people are like, hey, why is it on the shelves? Because they'd have to raise the prices. Because if they put it on the shelf, they're going to have to pay for shelf life and shelf space, which costs a lot of money. So their prices would have to hike up, so they don't do that. They just do it offline. Yeah, Patrice, sorry if I made you spoiled. My bad. Exactly, Teresa. Yeah, the whole thing is, guys, and I think that's what is frustrating people, is just the hard acrylic itself. We're not used to literally having a hard thing smashing on our gums. And just let you guys know, if you have a mouth sore now, if you're in like the first few months, just know your gums will shrink, and next week that mouth sore will be gone because your denture will be too loose. So I always tell people never to over adjust and just shorten the walls. Too many dentists make this worst mistakes ever, and they actually make it bigger on the inside. And I'm like, what the frick are you doing? I even said that to my own dentist. I'm like, dude, I didn't want the inside shortened or widened. That make my denture bigger, bruh. I just want the walls shortened. Yeah, that sucked. Girl, I have Denture Fit on my bottoms. Yes. Epic. But here's the deal. They even tell you with bottoms is different. Some people have major bone loss. You can send me pictures. You can send them pictures. They will let you know if it's going to work in your bottom denture. Teresa, I was very blessed that my dentist is so gifted. When he did my impressions, guys, they didn't just put them in. No, he squeezed and got every nook and cranny, crevice, tight that shit. My freaking dentures were tight as a mother. But they sent them out to California, which is where a lot of major places send theirs out, because they are the best of the best over there in California at that denture site. So they come back 3 weeks later and they make my teeth look amazing. Hey, Crystal. Late to the party. Doesn't matter as long as you're here. That's another thing. What bothers me, guys... Hold on, I want to read this. Sore spot on the gum cheek line. Where exactly do you mean? Like the middle of your cheek right here? Or do you mean up here? I'm not really sure what you mean. The one thing I don't like, guys, is that some denture places that I call denture mills, and we all know what I'm talking about, they will mess up somebody's denture. Man, have I seen this a lot. They will mess up somebody's denture, guys, and legitimately fight them to remake it and say, no, I won't do it. You just paid them an arm and a freaking leg. You better damn well make my damn denture again, because you done screwed it up. Like, dude, that's the biggest complaint I get from, Aspen Dental and the main denture mill that I call Affordable Dentures, is they never remake their mistakes. And they really should. Or they'll give half a refund. No, full refund or full remake. What's your choice? Always fight for yourselves, guys, but be respectful about it. Where the cheek meets the gum, right here, like, if you go to your gum line to your cheek, that'd be right here. You probably need an adjustment. That's a common mouth sore I got when I first started. Is I had to shorten the wall so it didn't smash up in there. You know where I got my mouth sores in the bottom? I still have it too, by the way. It damaged it. It wasn't even where it's supposed to be. It was like right here where the denture doesn't even hit it. And it was like a deep gash. I don't know what happened. But shorten your walls if you guys have any mouth sores around this area. In here, it should be underneath your nose. But it also shouldn't be going so far up your nose you can't breathe. So make sure it's just right underneath your nose. Yeah, it's just an adjustment that needs to be done, and that will go away. And like I tell you guys, for the first year, I highly recommend you guys using Oral-B mouth sore mouthwash. It will clean and disinfect because you don't want your mouth sore to become a staph infection. So please make sure you guys are always cleaning your mouth and your gums because germs. That's all I'm going to say. No, okay, Tony, that's actually an amazing question. If you're doing Denture Fit, you can only put it on top of a Dentist Soft Reline. Not reline it, not anything like that. You could do it on top of a Dentist Soft Reline. But if your Dentist Soft Reline was crap, take out your Dentist Soft Reline 100% and just do Denture Fit. Tamika, do you have implants to your horseshoe denture up top? Because it is never recommended to horseshoe your denture if there's no implants. So you know how people do snap-on dentures? To do the horseshoe. If you don't have the snap-on denture part, you're just doing, it's like a bottom denture, but for up top, it's always going to fall down with gravity. So you would have to use adhesive. You took off the palate. The palate is what helps you suction the top to keep it in place. So, and it's only half a palate that gets taken when horseshoed. But if you horseshoed your denture and you don't have the implants to do snap-on dentures, you'll have to use adhesive with it. You can use Fix-It and Ultramax. Do the Q-tip trick like I tell everybody. Do a thin layer over the entire denture. Make sure you hold it in place for like a minute or two and don't eat or drink for 45 minutes. Stephanie, yes, because, okay, here's the deal. When you have a warranty on your denture, your dentist will only want stuff done by them. Whether it's adjustments, whether it's soft reline, hard relines, whatever. Some dentists are super cool and they will allow you to do Denture Fit because it does come out. It's not like relined or their reline, which is a bitch to come out. It even comes with a remover for Denture Fit. So super easy. You can ask your dentist, say, hey, listen, I really want to try Denture Fit. It is a soft silicone reliner. Can I do it without voiding my warranty? If he allows you to, then yeah, have at it. But people don't recommend it without their permission because you can void your warranty because you did not follow their warranty rules. Yes, Oral-B mouthwash, girl. You're welcome, Teresa. Can Denture Fit go on? Oh, yeah, it's called Snug Up application. So, say you did a soft reline a month ago. You're in immediates, right? And now you feel your denture is now a little loose. You can put Denture Fit on top of Denture Fit. It's called the Snug Up application, and I do have a video for that. Yes, Stephanie, definitely yes. Some dentists do it. Some don't. Actually, I should say most don't. Because they'd rather you spend your money on giving them their business, you know? Wait, Carla, what happened? I think I missed that because I'm trying to answer everybody. Patrice, me too. Totally imagine that. Wait, Michael, your dentist took too much or you took too much off? Because if you did it yourself, they're not going to remake shit. But if they took too much off and they messed up your denture, they need to remake it and you can actually fight it. But don't let any freaking doctor, dentist, anybody ever freaking bully you guys. Don't. Because you have every right to fight for your own benefit and you paid for this. If they ruin it, they need to fix it. That's BS. I'd be all up in that biz. See, my dentist unaccidentally did too much on my bottom. But I mean, it's my immediate anyway, and I could fix it myself. Ultramax is the best, sister. That shit stays so sturdy, so amazing. Awesome, Katie. Yeah, my dentist does the same thing too. I also don't have a warranty on my denture. But when I ask him questions, he goes, Heather, you know what you're doing. You don't need my help. I'm like, I like to make sure I'm right. I don't know everything. But he was like, he always told me do what makes your quality of life better. But some people think they have to keep reapplying their denture adhesive. Never. You're only supposed to be doing it once a day. And if you are, that means you A, need a soft reline, or 2, try a different adhesive. Like Polygrip is horrible. Tony, that's common. A lot of people, especially when you hear other people's journeys about gagging, then you'll have that in your mind. A lot of the gagging is mental. It really is. When I was getting it, if you distract your mind when you start feeling it, because I would get it if I put my denture first thing in the morning in. That's what triggered it. So I would distract myself on other things and be like, nope, I'm going to go do this. Keep fighting it. Keep doing all that. Because if you keep gagging, you're psyching yourself out is really what's happening. I don't know my body for shit, Teresa. With MS, scleroderma, lupus, Sjogren's, freaking, oh my God, I have so many diseases, I can't even remember them all. Sarcoidosis, all this other stuff. I just live in my body. They do their own thing. So I don't know my body for crap. Actually, Don, it's not. So many people are like, oh, adhesive is such a pain. Okay, here's one rule. If it's slimy, then that means you have water getting into your denture adhesive. You do not have a tight hold with a soft reline or whatever, and water's coming in, so it's making it mushy. If it's making it mushy, you can use the Dr. B Clean It In wipes that will easily wipe them off. I did a video to show you guys how easy it was. Easily wipe them off, or you can literally take a paper towel. It sticks to it. And don't swish with water. You will make it worse and take longer to come out. Just take a dry paper towel, pinch the adhesive, pull it out. It easily comes out, guys. It's so easy. Oh my God, indigestion. No, Crystal. The way I make steak is amazing. I've been making the same even with my real teeth. I cook it, make it medium to well, so where it's nice and tender, and I do very thin strips because it's so tasty that way. So I do very thin strips, and I eat it that way. I don't have any problems, especially if you like dip it in some gravy or some yummy goodness sauce, so you just eat it. Yeah, nothing stops me from eating, guys. I've had my denture, like if it's the end of the night, and you know, I've eaten a lot of hard, rough things that day. Like, I'll feel it start to pop, but I control my denture, so I'll start to eat on both sides. I control it. Hey, Carla! I see you now saying Heather. Not really sure why you're yelling Heather. Gary, if you are using powder and paste, that's a big chance that you need a soft reline. Because that is too much adhesive. Yeah, I remember you did ProSoft. Yes, you cannot use Denture Fit on top of ProSoft. Absolutely not. So you can either take out the ProSoft or wait until you no longer have goodness with ProSoft. Not really sure, but it's your choice. You can either wait until that one comes out or you can just take it out. But yeah, Denture Fit cannot go on top of that. Girl, I'm not even borrowing it. I'm just more like investing in something that's falling apart. I tell people all the time, you know what's funny? When I first started with my tops, I was like, these blob things that, you know, the little... They tell you to put like a 1/2 inch line of adhesive in 3 spots and then put them in. First of all, it doesn't spread out everywhere. So that means if your denture is loose, you're going to have holes just coming in and emptying out the adhesive. And that is, I don't know why they do that. I really don't. Like, I would like to call companies and say, listen, some of you guys need to be denture wearers to understand how it works. So I lick my Q-tip and I spread out the adhesive to a very thin layer and I put it in. Because that gives you a straight up even hold, and I could bet anything your denture is going to stay on longer. Carla, if you need help with it, just message me, girl. I can help. Yeah, it depends on how you make it. You know, steak and stuff. If you like it burnt to a crisp and hard as hell, and you can't even eat it with real teeth, then I don't recommend it. Actually, Patrice, most autoimmune is not just hereditary. You can get it from, you know, air, your environment, or you can get it from high amounts of stress. Unfortunately, I went under a huge amount of stress a few years back. Okay, like 7 years back, 8 years back. And it was pretty bad, so I induced autoimmune inside me. So you could be fine now and say you have autoimmune dormant, right? You might not ever have it. But something seriously goes on in your life where you're not just normal stressed. You're like super stressed where you're having panic attacks every day. And I'm not talking anxiety disorder. I'm talking about you're actually going through something horrific or so deadly stressful, and do that for months, you can actually bring on an autoimmune disease on yourself. So stress can cause it, environment can cause it. Even my doctor said when it comes to MS, he goes, MS, they've known to notice that it's environmental most of the time. I got it hereditary though, that it does. It's the only one that runs in my family, besides RA. But he said most of the time MS is environmental. He said, and if you notice, if you ask people down south where they used to live and they have MS, they'll tell you up north. He goes, they have not figured out why up north can cause MS. And I'm not saying it's common. I'm not saying it's going to happen to everybody, but it can happen. So stress weakens your immune system, which makes you susceptible to many things. Like when people panic over COVID, I'm like, dude, you're panicking, you're causing stress and anxiety, you're weakening your system. Now you're going to get COVID, or you have a higher chance of getting COVID. I always tell people, try to limit your stress, meditate, breathe, go exercise, box it off, do whatever you can to reduce your stress. And of everything I went through, guys, I learned it's not worth it because I almost died so many times, and now my life is very short. I'm not going to live a full life. But I do whatever I can to live my life to the fullest, and I like to help people. Yes, Gary. Pro Soft. Actually, all soft reliners you can do at home. All of them. Yeah, James, I would definitely spread it out with a Q-tip. It does work, dude. Actually, it honestly sounds like you need an adjustment. Honestly, and probably a soft reline. But if they're okay, when you guys are eating, your tongue muscles and everything are going, right? So if your bottom denture is popping up, that means all those muscles in your tongue and all that are popping your denture. You need to get an adjustment to shorten your wall. That will make your whole life a whole lot better, guys. I learned that doing it myself because I had the same problem. Hey, Shayna. ProSoft is a soft reliner that's not really popular. I've only seen about 2 people like it, and then they changed to Denture Fit and never went back. So I don't know much about it. I've never used it, and I probably won't ever. So Melissa, explain that to me so I can understand. Having concussion syndrome, how does that affect you wearing your dentures? Oh, girl. Freaking high amount of humidity? I would never go there. Patrice, everybody says that. It's like, Heather, we watch you to calm down. You know how many people I know that aren't denture wearers that watch my channel just because they think I'm hilarious falling over things? I have MS. I fall a lot. Diana, I am very strong and stubborn. I gotta say that. When I set my mind to something, I do it. I do not accept failure. And it's not because somebody made me that way. It's because I'm hard on myself. I don't see why I can't do something that somebody else can do. I'll just fight to get that way. I fight for what I want. I've always been that way. I don't give up easily on anything, that's for sure. Yeah, Shayna, gagging it's all mental. It's all mental in this process. Always. I always tell everybody, listen, before you do this journey, stop reading the negative bullshit online. Don't fucking Google shit. Don't listen to the negativity you see all over the place. Ignore it. Don't pay attention to it because their journey is not your journey. But if you focus on their negative, you embed it into your brain. So now when you do the journey, now you're psyching yourself out to have the same shit they're going through. So I always tell people, and it's true, gagging is, one, if you want to desensitize your tongue, you can literally brush your tongue like you should be in the middle and the end of back of your tongue, and that desensitizes it. So when it hits your tongue, you don't gag. If you're gagging just because, oh, you thought of it, now you're gagging, that's mental. It's a lot of this journey is mental, guys. Crystal, if you're asking to soak your denture in apple cider vinegar, no, you should not. But if you're just drinking a teaspoon for your own health benefits, you're fine. You can do that. Yeah, me too, Melissa. Agreed. I have small fiber neuropathy and large fiber neuropathy. It's actually a disease caused by scleroderma, and my small peripheral nerves and my large peripheral nerves in my organs and everywhere in my body. It's most of them are dead, and the ones I do have are hyperactive. So my organs have failed before. They've wanted to die a couple times. Like, many things can happen and heightens my pain, which is why I'm on Lyrica, which is why I'm also on medical marijuana. Sorry, guys, I'm just reading everybody's stuff. Damn, girl, Melissa, I'm sorry. So what does the dentures do then with you having dentures in? Does it cause pain? Dentures cause pain for everybody. It sucks. And if you're not used to it, it's going to hurt more. It's going to cause mouth sores. But you just do adjustments on them, and it does get a lot easier. You can use Denture Fit on partials, yes. But it doesn't go on the metal part. It just goes on the denture part. I'm very weary on the whole marijuana being legal all over. Because bad shit does happen. And let's face it, not a lot of people are responsible. So look at how wonderful people are with drinking and driving. Now you're going to let them smoke weed and drive? And do all that shit? Even though the same rules apply. You can't do that, blah, 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 blah. But that still doesn't save a person's life. Like, you can't smoke weed and drive. They even said that. There's a sign at my husband's job that literally says no smoking weed at work or before work. Like, you have to make a sign, or people that, like, dense, they can't do that. You're in a kitchen. Hello. You shouldn't do that anyway. But it's like, I wish people were more responsible with it. Just like I wish people were responsible drinkers. So do I think medical marijuana, because ours is different, but medical marijuana, it benefits people with medical problems. Absolutely. It can benefit so many things. Mental, physical, everything. But I think in the wrong hands, and that goes with anything, I think it could be a nightmare in the wrong hands. So, do I think New York, out of all places, should have been free for recreational marijuana? Hell no. Hell no. We have the worst crime rate. We have the worst drunk driving shit. Everything is worse here. And you're going to let them do this shit now? Like, you really think people in New York City, 5 boroughs, anywhere in New York, there's not going to be thousands of people that are going to do something stupid? Yeah, Chris, I actually agree with you with the Benadryl after extractions. If you just want to sleep and get it done, Benadryl will knock you out, but it also helps with pain too. There's something in it. I forgot what it was, but I had doctors recommend me many times to take Benadryl. Yeah, Patrice, it really is awesome. But it's hard because, you can't trust people to do the right thing. So many people screw shit up. Patrice, you're going to have to show it to me so I know what you're talking about. Because what it is you got a normal denture. Okay, with a partial, you'll have like the metal piece where it clips on, blah, blah, blah. But then you'll have a trough part. Whether you have a trough part here or here. Like, say this is the denture. You can have a metal part here. And like a denture trough here. And a denture trough here, but metal here. It just can't go on metal. Yeah, Patrice, me too. I use it responsibly when my kids go to bed and when I want to go to bed because I have really bad insomnia because of the pain. You are not allowed to do a soft reline or use adhesive for the first month. There are so many people that use adhesive after 4 days after extractions. I'm like, what are you doing? Holy fuck. I had somebody, what the hell today? Today's Thursday, right? Monday, somebody emailed me and told me, Heather, I wish I listened to you. my dentist got pissed off at me because I used adhesive on my 4th to 5th day, and now I have dry socket in 2 teeth. And I'm like, now you just prolonged your healing. You're not supposed to use adhesive because you guys got to understand that your socket's got to heal. And it's going to take months and months and months, but to be safe, you have to wait the month. I won't do that either, Patrice. I'm actually with you on that. It's not, you can't control it, you know? If you eat a whole edible, the medical ones I'm talking about, guys, you don't know how bad it's going to knock you out or how bad you're going to feel with it or whatever, because you can smoke too much. You can have too much weed. Okay, this is what I want to explain to people. People say you can't die from weed. That's bullshit. Because if you have low blood pressure, high blood pressure, now listen, you have high blood pressure, you take sativa, right? Which is supposed to be adrenaline racing and give you energy and blah, blah, blah. Great. Now you can cause somebody to have tachycardia issues and they could die. Because when I was at the emergency room about 4 months ago, one kid actually almost did from it. Smoking way too much freaking weed. And then you have somebody, if you take indica, you have low blood pressure issues like I do. You smoke too much of it. You can actually lower your heart rate so low you can almost die. So you do have to be careful. With health conditions, you have to be super careful. Crystal? I smoked right after extractions. They tell you on each paper is different that I've heard, guys. Some dentists say wait 24 hours. Some dentists say wait 72 hours. You're not supposed to have the sucking motion for the first 10 days. You can't suck on a cigarette, suck on a straw. You can't swish hardcore mouthwash. You can't do any of that. You can't. So, like when I did mouthwash, salt, warm water rinses, I just shook my head. I never swished. But when I smoked, I just put it by my mouth, never puffed on it. I just inhaled deeply and exhaled deeply and exhaled, out. So that's how I smoked. Never puffed on it. I was so cautious. So cautious, guys. Teresa. Yeah, see, that's the whole thing, Jen. If you're smoking weed on the way home and say you're not paying attention, or I hate when people are on their phones while driving, you know how many people have died in just the last year from that happening? Quite a bit, especially in New York. So, I mean, it definitely lessens your motor skills. Like, New York, you need hardcore defensive driving. You do. So, say you just smoke some weed. Now you're going to go drive in defensive driving world. Your reflexes are a lot lessened. It's not as heightened as they normally are if you're sober. So, people can get hurt doing it that way. And I definitely don't recommend that. Oh, you mean cigarettes? Shit, girl. So did I. I did it, girl, before I even left the place. The second I got into the car, I lit a cigarette. Actually, I think the cigarette was in my hand the whole time of extractions. I'm like, all right, I want to get this done. Tamika, girl, I was worried about getting dry socket too my whole life. Even when I used to just get my wisdom teeth out. Still always afraid of getting dry socket. The most common spots of getting dry socket are your back molars and your wisdom teeth. They are the most common. It is rare to do it in the front, but it can happen. You just have to be careful. I never puffed and sucked on a cigarette. I was just so careful. What do you mean soap? You mean denture cleaner? Yes, you can use denture cleaner on your soft-free line. How else are you going to clean it? There was a girl on here, I'm not going to say any names, but I did a video and showed you guys mold and mildew inside of a denture when dentures are not cleaned. And she didn't clean her soft-free line, and she got mold and mildew all over it. That video is actually, you could go to my videos and you could check it out. But I needed to show you guys the reality of not being able to clean your dentures. So please make sure you clean them. Teresa! Girl, if I didn't smoke for 8 days, I would never go back to smoking. And I know it's hard to even say that because stress triggers us to reach for the cigarette to calm us down, you know? Hey, Savannah. Like I even just said, everybody, gagging is mental. Normally, if you don't have a tight security of your denture, that's the reason why you're gagging on it, because it's hanging low. I don't know where you are in your stage of it, but if you're after a month, you can use adhesive, and please do a soft reline because that will keep them up tight and security and keep them off your tongue. But most of the time when people think about it, they're causing it. People see other people's journeys. You're causing it. I always tell everybody, when you gag, distract yourself. Do something else. Do whatever. Think of something different. Focus all your energy into not thinking about it and keep fighting it that way, because gagging with dentures, 90% of the time is mental. We are causing it. It absolutely is, Teresa. It is. When you're around people that smoke too and they're not quitting with you, because I mean, you can't expect them to. It is hard. It's a whole bunch of temptation. You mean Denture Fit, David? Hell yeah, I do. Hell yeah, I do. Denture Fit is amazing. Yeah, you're very late, Marlene. You're welcome, Savannah. But like I tell you guys, don't give up on you. Just understand that if you're giving up on your denture, you're giving up on yourself. And if you want this journey to go well for you, realize the beginning sucks. And all you could do is take one day at a time and keep fighting for what you want. If you want those dentures to be like they're your own teeth, for you to have better days with them, you have to actually wear them. And guys, legit, it took me about 3 to 4 months to even get used to my denture. But I never quit. I never gave up. And I keep fighting through. And I keep telling you guys, don't quit. Don't. Because was it worth the thousands of dollars you spent on it? You went from having your rotted teeth to now having no teeth. And now you have to, like, the more you put pressure and gumming everything down, you can get it inside your gums. You can cause massive infections, create major bone loss. You're actually causing a lot of harm on yourself. So please stick it out. Hey, Donnie, you found the bell. Margaret, you don't need to get avioplasty done when you get extractions. I don't know why people think that. So many dentists are like, hey, you should do avioplasty when you get extractions done. No, you don't. They're just speeding up your bone loss. Your body naturally heals itself on its own. If they're already trimming everything down for you, you know what's going to happen to you when your gums do shrink, and they're creating more bone loss. They should never do that unless you need to get it done. I didn't need avioplasty. Even my dentist said that should only be done when 100% necessary. Not to be like, oh, let's just have you a smooth denture, gum space now. No, because if they're taking more out, as time goes on, more is even going to come out. So you're going to have a hard time with your dentures. You don't need to do avioplasty. All they have to do is make a denture that fits you. You don't need to do avioplasty. You don't. Your gums smooth out on their own. They really do. It takes about a year to smooth out on your own, or maybe a little bit more depending on your back molars, but they do smooth out on their own. I think dentists honestly do that just to make money. Okay, Michael, I can explain that to you. Just think, you know how much poundage of pressure you're doing as you're biting? So, your bones, your jawbone, right? Now take your arm constantly, about 40 pounds, smashing into your wall. Like 40 pounds of pressure. Are they going to break? Are they going to lessen? Are they going to do it? Yeah. Your jaw needs to be protected. That's what your teeth were for. They were there to chew. Because if you didn't need your teeth to chew, why would we even have teeth to begin with? So we have a denture not just for cosmetic purposes. We have them to actually chew and eat with. And that's when we learn to do that. Now, if you're taking out your denture and you're not wearing them and you're just going to gum it down, you're going to end up flattening the shit out. And not only that is you speed up the process. Not only that is your food can actually cut your gums. Like I'm sure even with teeth, we used to get like Pringles and shit stuck in our teeth. Well, in our gums, well, the same thing can happen here. But when you don't know it gets stuck in there because you're so used to the pain of smashing shit down, then you end up with massive infections. And then you're going to have a staph infection or strep infection or so many different infections you can have in your mouth. Now you're going to weaken your body. And when you weaken your body, it causes bone loss. So like I always tell everybody, please make sure you take care of yourself. You know, there's a reason we got dentures to begin with. It wasn't just for whatever. A lot of us wanted to eat again. A lot of us wanted to be able to smile again. There was so many things we wanted to do it, and we wanted to do it for us. It's something that we wanted to do for us. And it helps, you know, even our quality of life mentally, physically, emotionally. So why get dentures if you're not going to use them? Because you had a pain for a week and you got, you know, you didn't want to wear dentures anymore, so you just tossed them away and decided, hey, it's easier to do with gums. No, it's actually very unhealthy to do with just gums. That's why they make dentures. Michael, I'll eat chips all the time. I do. I actually did a video recently of Denture Fit of me eating pop chips, which are like the crunchiest freaking chips in the world, by the way. Yes, when you first get immediate dentures, say you just got extractions done, they just put your immediate denture in, it is normally to wait 24 hours before you take out your denture. That, one, it helps control stopping of the bleeding of whatever you got going on. You know, it prevents a lot of stuff. So make sure you keep them in before you clean them, which makes me feel icky when I got them done. But as soon as when 24 hours hit, I had to go see him. He took them out for the first time, my dentist, which is awesome. He checked my sockets. Rinsed out with salt warm water first there. But he said 4 to 5 times a day for the first 2 weeks, you should be salt warm watering your gums. Do not keep your dentures in when doing this because that defeats the purpose of cleaning your gums. So you take out your denture, you salt warm water for 4 to 5 times a day for like the first 10 days, 14 days. And then you just do it like 2 to 3 times after that. And that helps promote, it disinfects, you know, purifies it all, cleans it, takes out the dead blood that's in there, the biofilm that's gross as shit, the slimy shit that tastes and smells bad, that's biofilm. That's, it happens more with people with infection and bad teeth, like super bad teeth. I had it for my top, that's where I had sepsis. So, because I had a massive bone infection when I was on Cellcept and autoimmune suppressant, went down to my top teeth, took them all out. Well, most of them, because they couldn't figure out where it was and had to, so they all came out. But you have to realize, like, biofilm, that shit's gross. But that goes away within a few days. Just salt, warm water. Just take care of your gums. As I was swishing, I didn't swish for the first week. I didn't actually swish. I just shook my head back and forth and did it that way. And then I would clean my denture at the same time. So when I was ready and good to go, just pop them back in. Jen, yo, that's a really good question. I tell people there's pros and cons to both. First of all, you can eat quicker with immediate dentures. You don't have to be super careful of breaking or messing up blood clots or having food stuck in the holes or dislodging the blood clots. Your immediate dentures act as a Band-Aid. So, I mean, I definitely think it's better to get an immediate denture. But I also do know that it might be easier for some people to wait like a month before getting immediate dentures. So you can just heal from the pain of that without having the immediate denture pain on top of the actual extraction pain. Oh my god, Diana, I told you pop chips were yummy. It's like they're worse than Pringles addiction. Margie, depends how determined you are, to be honest with you. I would say when you're able to do a soft reline and use adhesive, then you can have a Rice Krispie treat. I definitely wouldn't do it the first 2 weeks of dentures, though, because of how hard and sticky they are. How to keep the swelling down? Swelling, I tell you guys, pain meds don't do shit. When you get this process done, take ibuprofen before you get extractions, then keep up on it. Even if you're not in pain, remember, your swelling starts at day 2, day 3, and it goes up to like your max pain day is like day 9. So please stay up on the ibuprofen even if you're not in pain. You want to stay up on it. You want to keep icing it regardless if you're in pain or not. Set your alarm. Hey, I need to take this then. Stay up on it because once that swelling hits, you ain't controlling that shit. And it's painful. Like, guys, I was like praying to the gods with my top denture. And if you guys saw my first 24 hours with my bottom denture a couple of months ago, you literally saw the tears in my eyes, how much pain I was in. Frozen peas is the best ice pack. Ha, no they don't, Patrice, because somehow somebody would end up hurting themselves. But Dr. B's Clean It Out wipes literally takes adhesive right off. And paper towel, pinch, grab, pull. Comes right off. It's so easy. If you add water to something mushy, it's going to be worse. It's going to be a mess, and it's going to take forever to melt off, because adhesive doesn't melt with water. So, like, I'll take my denture out at night, I'll put it right into the water when I come out in the morning and clean my denture and do all that. The adhesive is ready to just come right out, and I don't have to pick at it. The gums, I just use a paper towel with the cleaning out wipes. Honestly, Diana, I use the Himalayan sea salt is what I used. Yeah, Tammy, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. For the first time when you wear your dentures, you never take out your dentures. I say for the first week. Because I'm telling you guys, if you take them out at nighttime during the first week, you might not get them back in because of the amount of swelling you have. So for the first week, you only take them out to clean, and that's it. You sleep with them. After a week, you're supposed to be taking your denture out. Your gums need to breathe. They need to get air. Your mouth sores heal faster in air. Everything heals better with air. So you need to have a healthy balance. I mean, Teresa, as long as you don't put salt on your denture, you're good. As long as you don't soak it with that. No, true painkillers don't touch the pain, Patrice. I agree with you. All right, guys, I got to go. I'm so late. My kids got to go to bed, and I guarantee they're not even ready for bed yet because they have school. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for everything. And don't forget, I will have more videos out. I'm going to be doing it every other day because my off days I do Inside the Mind of a Diva, which don't forget to subscribe to that too, guys. Thank you again for joining me, guys. I love you guys. Have a great night. God bless, and keep your denture in. Keep them in. Later, guys.